perfect, but I know what my worth is, more than you're giving. What goes up comes back down, what goes out comes around. You're so dumb and reckless, you already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. I don't wanna fix this, you already like this for good. Comes out, comes around. You're so dumb. goes up comes back down. What goes up comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down. And your day will come around. I don't wanna fix this. You already like this. For what goes up comes back down. What goes up comes around. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. Oh no. What goes up comes back down. What goes up comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. I don't wanna fix this. You already like this. But what goes up comes back down. What goes up comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. And I don't wanna fix this. You already like this for good. You came with a warning. I should have seen it. My bad for falling. I'm far from perfect, but I know what my worth is. More than you're giving. What goes up comes back down. What goes up comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. And I don't want
Audience on behalf of Riva Engineering College. Since 1964, our institution has stood a pillar of academic excellence, boosting MBA grading across three branches, nurturing talent through both undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Our today's session, a collaborative initiative by our Training and Placement Cell and RECPDA, named as Alumni Circle, Hirat Jayanti Lecture Series by our respected alumni. These series aims to empower students and faculty members alike through engaging lectures. It provides a platform for innovation and mentorship within our campus while having a deeper connection with our alumni network, regional and international level, national level. Now, I would like to call Achal for the introduction of our respected guest.
Good, good evening, everyone. On behalf of Riva Engineering College, I extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest, R.P. Mishra sir, participants and speakers. Thank you for joining us today for this enlightening session focused on engineering, procurements, and construction. Our alumni have not only made a name for themselves, but have also contributed significantly to the reputation of our institution. We are honored to have such a diverse and engaged audience with us. We highly encourage active participation, question, and discussion as we navigate through the various aspects of engineering procurements and construction. Your inputs and engagement will make this session truly enriching for all. We are delighted that you have chosen to join us for this interactive session, and it is our pleasure to facilitate this valuable interaction. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Let's move to Aparna.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure and honor that I introduce Mr. R.P. Mishra, sir, to our esteemed audience today. He is not only a highly decorated BRO officer, but a distinguished civil engineer with extensive expertise in construction management, logistics, and administration. Throughout his illustrious career spanning over 25 years, R.P. Mishra, sir, has served in NHIDCL as Deputy General Manager and General Manager in Uttarakhand and Jammu and Kashmir. During the service, he was responsible for the challenging areas of various border states like Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, West Bengal, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, and also Ladakh. And now presently serving at Srinagar with important strategic highway projects. Today, Sir has joined us to shed light on the BRO and the job opportunities in BRO. Also about EPC, which is being used now for almost all the major projects in India. Today, he'll attempt to elevate the aspects of life and delve the critical role of his skilled graduates in bridging technological gaps. His wealth of experience.
In next slides, they are the top regions. Youngest mountain of the India. Can we have slide, please?
Adil, Adil, is there any technical issue?
Okay, it's now visible. Next slide, please. Next, please. Yes. So coming to border road organization, this is one of the very important organization which were raised after independence. Seeing the importance of the border areas, our less infrastructure in border areas during the 60s. This was the vision of our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, that we should establish a dedicated organization which should work in the border areas for the development, for the strategic road construction, bridge construction, tunnel construction, and other infrastructure works in border areas. So it was raised in 1960. Its first chairman was our late first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Border Road Development Board (BRDB) was formed, and that executive agency Border Organization was formed under that BRDB. Main aim of Border Organization is building and maintaining road and infrastructure in border regions. Presently, Border Road Organization is working in Rajasthan, Punjab, J&K, Ladakh, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Andaman, and Bhutan. Next, please. Now we see in the India's map. So you can see from west to east. You start from the west, Rajasthan, Punjab. You all see that this BRO is established in all the border areas, whether it is India-Pak border or India-China or Indo-Bhutan or northeastern states where we are joining Bangladesh, Myanmar and China. So this is the establishment, this is the where Border Road Organization is working and located. We are working even in Andaman where everything is through sea route only. So there also we are working. Apart from this, Border Road Organization has worked in various foreign countries. Like we have worked in Afghanistan, We have worked in Tajikistan, and we have worked in Myanmar also. So this is one of the very important organization which is working in national infrastructure in support of the people. Next, please. We have few objectives. Our objectives are enhancing border connectivity, supporting national security, promoting socio-economic development in border areas, developing tourism and trade, and but not the least, humanitarian assistance in any calamities, any disaster to these areas. Border organization is available 24 into 7 to these areas to achieve our aim, to fulfill our objectives. Next, please. Our key functions are construction of roads, bridges, tunnel, and their maintenance, airport, helipads, and their construction and maintenance, strategic infra development. This is beyond above mentioned that road, bridge, tunnel, airport. We are associated in other works also. Like if any institutions are coming in these areas, we used to support them in infrastructure development. In border fencing, we are there for border fencing. If any place it is required, snow clearance. This is one of the major tasks which we do normally in J&K and Leh Ladakh region, which is very important, not for the civilian, but it is for the our defense purpose also. And infrastructure in remotest area, because even today there are few areas in our northeastern states where there is no connectivity. So we provide infrastructural support to them also. Next, please. As I mentioned earlier, border road is working in one of the youngest mountain of the world, Himalayan mountain. So these are the rugged terrains, high altitude area, glaciers are there. We are working in dense forest area. So it is a challenge. Border road is working in challenge where the task is tough, because sometimes we find there only 4 or 5 months are available for any work, for any projects. Most of the time it is closed because of snow, because of glaciers. So planning has to be done. We plan accordingly that our resources are there during non-working season, and we don't waste even a single day during working season. So meticulous planning is required to complete the project in these areas. Weather conditions also very adverse. Sometimes it is heavy rainfall, avalanches are there, landslides are there. So in these terrains we have to work, and we also handle the sensitive border issues, hostile forces also during our projects, during our execution. Next page. Coming to important, rather very important point, how can BRO address our problem, employment problem? So, being a purely central government organization, we have set pattern of entry level for graduate as well as other trades also. But we have two entries. First is through UPSC. It is through the engineering services. BRES cadre is there. It is called Border Road Engineering Service, where civil, mechanical, and electrical students can join through UPSC engineering services. I have mentioned that in the initial appointment, they will be as an assistant executive engineer, then executive engineer, then superintending engineer, then chief engineer, and additional director general border roads. These are the structure which are there in border road organization. for the UPSC aspirants. Nowadays, trend has been seen that even graduate engineers are joining as junior engineers through SSC, civil, mechanical, and electrical. So if they join as junior engineer, their opportunities are there for them to be assistant engineer, assistant executive engineer, and they go up to executive engineer. So by this information, you can think that if you want to join border road organization, so these are the two channels available for the students. They can prepare for the exam and try their career in border road organization. Next, please. Few photographs. Now you can see how challenging are the tasks of border road organization. First, you see photograph of one bridge. It's a furious river. Now, bridging that river, sometimes ends are not approachable. Sometimes one end is approachable, other end is not accessible. But we work there and complete the project to give the strength to our security forces. Now you see snow clearance photograph is there. We are working hard. Our border road organization persons, they work hard to clear the road, to give access to the people as well as defense forces. Now you are saying very important tunnel which was constructed by border road organization. It's Atal Tunnel on Rohtang Pass. Many of you might have visited Manali, so you must have seen this tunnel. It's around more than 8 kilometer high altitude tunnel. This is the highest, longest tunnel in that altitude. This is one of the marvel of engineering. So you can see there are challenges, but border organization is working there. They are working. We are there. 24/7 we are there. We are, as I mentioned, we are under MOD. So we are a force also. It's a General Reserve Engineer Force. So we work as a force. We work as engineer. We have multifaceted acts to be done. So we are involved in infrastructure development of the country for the security forces and for remotest people, remotest area of our country. Next, please. So this was my first part to just give few knowledge about border road organization, that it is one of the very good organization. If you have compassion, if you want to do something, if you want to do some challenging tasks, so you all are welcome. You can choose your path. You can take the entrance exam and you can join border organization. You will enjoy. You are close to the nature. You are close to the very close to sustainable. You can choose your path for the sustainable development. So you are welcome. If you wish to join border organization, so you are most welcome. Now coming to second part, engineering, procurement and construction. I have selected this topic because this EPC nowadays has been prevalent, nowadays being used by Government of India for implementation of the project. Next slide, please. Before coming to definition of the engineering, procurement and construction, I want just to highlight one thing. Previously and even nowadays, we are using some contract procedure. We are executing the contracts generally as item rate tender, as lump sum contract, where we used to give all the details to the contractor. Design, drawing, everything. We give the quantity to the contractor. So, the role of contractor was to execute the work as per the quantity given, as per the drawing given, as per the provision made in the contract. With the introduction of engineering procurement construction, here the theme of the contract has been changed. Now, contractor is responsible for all engineering services, procurement, production of all necessary construction materials, parts, as well as construction and commissioning. So here we see that all the activities has to be done by the contractor. We have three components of EPC contract: authorities engineer, and contractor. Next slide, please. Now you see, authority, they are called owner of project also. It is represented by project director. Engineer of the project, it is independent and they are called authorities engineer. Contractor, third component, it's a team of managers, engineers, workers. So comprising of all the three stakeholders, this EPC contract is formed. Next, please. Coming to details, what is to be done? So, for any project, whether it is a highway project, or project, any project, we need to do detailed survey, investigation, its engineering, planning, design, etc. Procurement of equipments, materials for construction of or building the projects. Then construction of the projects, and finally making it ready to use and for the handing over to the client and opening for the service to the nation. So for all these, contractor is responsible. Next, please. Now, why EPC? If other contracts were running, then why EPC has been introduced? EPC has been introduced by Niti Aayog. It has been approved by Government of India, and it has got various benefits. As we see, it's a single point responsibility. Nobody else is responsible. Nobody else is there to guide contractor. Contract price is fixed. No deviation is acceptable. Completion date is fixed. No extension of time generally is given. There is a guarantee also. In case contractor fails, his performance guarantee is being seized. We have provision of quality control by independent entity. Then there is defect liability period also, maintenance period also. After completion of the project, he has to maintain up to defect liability period. Contractor has liberty for the innovation in design and construction. He can adopt any technique, international best practice also. And most importantly, minimizes time and cost overruns because it's a time-bound contract. Next, please. These are the stages for the EPC contracts. DPR is prepared, bid is invited, clearances are processed, they are taken by the client, by the authority. Authority concludes the contract and appoint independent team of authorities engineer. And finally, implementation of the project by the EPC contractor. Next, please. Now, since there are three components, authorities engineer and contractor, so there must be some roles defined to fulfill obligations. every component has got its obligations. So coming to those obligations, because obligations should be completed before conceiving any project. So they are framed, and every component, every stakeholder has to complete their obligations. So in that context, first is the authority. Next, please. Now, first thing is very important. If we award any project to any contractor, authority, it's obligation of the authority to give him hindrance-free ROW. It is right of way, means site to the contractor. Clause are very stringent. EPC contract is known for its rigidity because their clauses, their schedules, they guide the contract. So you see, if appointed date, that is appointed date means start of the project. If it doesn't occur within 90 days, then even agreement deemed to be terminated. So these are the stringent clauses which are there for everyone. Even it is for the authority, for the authority's engineer, and for the contractor. These clauses makes the EPC contract very successful because every component has to follow it sincerely. So as far as authority is concerned, its first role is give hindrance-free ROW to the contractor. If any subcontractor is to be approved, that is approved by the authority. Appointment of authority engineer has to be done by the authority, and approval of design team. Contractor is supposed to form a design team for their project. It's approval given by the authority. And finally, monitoring the implementation of the project as per the milestone, as per the clause, as per the schedules of the contract agreement. Next, please. I think there is some disturbance.
Just a second, sir.
What happened, Adil?
Actually, the network was lost. I'm just trying to repeat. Just a second, sir.
Okay. Adil, could you resolve?
Sir, until Adil is resolving the technical issue, can we go through the YouTube comment section? We have a lot of questions from students. So can we go through it?
We can go, even I can continue without that also, without presentation also.
Okay, sir. So until Adil is resolving, let's go through YouTube comment section.
Okay,
So I would
okay.
like to call Aparna. Aparna, please read out the question through our YouTube comment section. Aparna?
One second. So there are some questions, and there's one question. Can you share some success stories or notable projects completed by BRO?
Yes, I mentioned in my photograph that one of the greatest achievement of BRO is Atal Tunnel, which have been dedicated, I think, 2 years back by our respectable Honorable Prime Minister to the nation, dedicated to the nation. So this was a recent our notable project. Beyond this, we have constructed many projects. If anybody happen to visit J&K, we used to maintain a complete Jammu to Srinagar highway. It was being kept open for the traffic. Then from Srinagar to Leh, complete road is being maintained. Even today, now border road organization, we are maintaining that. We are opening passes. We are constructing a tunnel. Leh is connected by Srinagar. Then other axis, which again maintained by BRO, that is Manali to Leh. Again, we pass through the various passes. Various snowbound areas are there. We go from there. So if we say that we maintain these highway, I'm talking just about 3 states only. Then it involves all the works with regard to highway, with regard to bridges, with regard to uh, anything temporary bridges as required, everything. So we maintain all this by doing the various projects. If we go, if anybody has been to Sikkim, we are associated, we are involved. Recently, there was a huge flood in the Sikkim. Various bridges were washed out. So we launched bridges immediately. We restored the movement. We restored the traffic for the public, for the defense forces. Similarly, in northeastern states. So we have very much involved in all these areas where border road is working, and we are contributing for the nation.
Okay. So there's one more question. So there's someone who is in second year civil engineering, And so he's asking how can he be become a part of BRO?
Yes. So as I mentioned, uh, being a purely central government organization, one has to appear in the engineering services exam, and border road can be allotted to him. He can join as assistant executive engineer in BRES, Border Road Engineering Services cadre.
Uh,
Okay.
Yes, please. Slide is now visible.
Yes.
Can we
yes, sir. Now we
can
can
we
carry on, sir.
can we move ahead? Yes. So I was discussing with the role of the authority. So project director is the one who is the authority's representative. He fulfills all its obligations to execute the work, to carry out, to facilitate. He is responsible for overall supervision. He has to hand over the lands free of encumbrances. He is the interface between authority, contractor, and authority engineer, and self-supervise, monitor, and performance of the authority engineer also, and progress of the works as per the milestones, as per the schedules. So project director has got key role as he is a representative of the authority, and he has to monitor project that it is being implemented as per the schedule, as per the milestones. Next, please. Now coming to authorities engineer. Next, please. Yes. Authorities engineer is it's comprises of team. There are many, like I have mentioned in the national highway projects. We have team leader, resident come highway engineer, bridge engineer, payment specialist, quality material specialist, road safety expert. Similarly, in bridge projects and tunnel projects. So, authority engineer is comprised a team of many experts. They all are responsible for their roles, for their duties, for their obligations. So, it is a team of various experts. Next, please. Now, what is the role? So, authority engineer has to discharge its duties in a fair, impartial, and efficient manner, consistent with the highest standard of good professional integrity and good industry practice. They have to advise authority on proposal of change of scope if any required for the project. They have to monitor and supervise the project. They have to approve drawings submitted by the contractor. Role of quantity and quality both. It the authority engineer has to ensure that work is executed as per the drawing, as per the agreement, as per the clause, as per the specification. Next, please. Authority engineer approves quality assurance plan. They review monthly progress report furnished by the contractor. Key persons of the authority engineer has to monitor the project on daily basis, review the progress, quality, safety. They have to carry out quality inspection, tests, etc. They have to prepare monthly inspection report for that project and submit to the authority. Next, please. They have to carry out test checks for the quantity, for the test, for the prescribed as per the IRC, oblique IS, oblique MOT specifications. They have to determine if any extension of time and recommend to the authority. Extension of time is permissible in case of any natural, any unavoidable circumstances. If occurs, then extension of time is permissible. That has to be determined by the authority engineer. They have to process the bill submitted by the contractor. They have to review the progress with respect to work plan and milestone. They have to inform authority if any default is there by the contractor. Next, please. So we understand, we can say that authority engineer has got row of quantity and quality both. They have to, they are the engineer of the project. They have to report to the authority in case of any deficiency, any default. Very important role has to be played by the authorities engineer. As I mentioned, they are experts. They are experts in their field, so they have to play their role as per their charter of duties. Next, please. Now, important, rather very important component, the contractor. He has to carry out the project as per the project milestone, as per the agreement, as per the schedule. So for that, he has to carry out survey, engineering, design, and implementation. He has to procure all the equipments, materials. He has to comply all the laws, permits, and he has to deliver the project, completion and deliver the project in scheduled time. He has to maintain the project as per contract, that is defect liability period. Next, please. Now we see what are the obligations that were the broad. To be very precise, what what are the specific roles that has to be done by the contractor. So these are provisions of the clauses, agreement clauses. There is a EPC agreement clause. So I have just mentioned clause number. He has to appoint a representative. He has to appoint design director. He has to appoint proof consultant, safety consultant. With all these, it forms their design team. Now, every drawing, every design has to be done by these design teams. Approval of query, they have to submit their work programs. What will be their organization? Who all will be involved in their project management? Their environmental management plan, traffic management plan, safety plan, their equipment plan, inspection plan, QP, quality assurance plan, how they will manage cash flow. All these things he has to submit. He has to seek approval from the authority, oblique authorities engineer. Next, please. Methodology. He has to do insurance in the name of, it will be in the joint name of the contractor and the authority. He will take the permits, all the permits, local permits, which all will be required. That is query permit, labor license, pollution board, installation, batch, anything as per the law. He has to take permission for that. And monthly progress report. He has to submit its progress report monthly on as per their work plan, as per their execution plan. Next, please. This I have mentioned that this is the method by which we monitor the project. Depending upon the scheduled completion time, it is divided in 4 parts, generally in 4 parts. First is 10% of the progress, second is 35% of the progress, third is 70% of the progress, and fourth is the completion. So this is the way which project is monitored on the basis of the milestones fixed in the agreement, fixed at the time of quoting the rates at the bidding for the project. So this is done by the contractor for their monitoring of the project. Next, please. Now coming to again important, rather very important, what are the opportunities for the young students? What are the opportunities in EPC? So you see, when we conceive any project, first thing is required DPR preparation. Now you can see we require survey team. A complete team is required to carry out the survey with the latest equipment, with the latest technology, with the and we deploy our manpower at ground so that they carry out the survey. Then design team is required. Design team again comprise of team of experts. If any highway has to be designed, then pavement specialist has to be there. A bridge has to be, if a bridge is to be designed, then bridge structural expert is required. Foundation expert is required. Then clearances has to be done also by the DPR consultant, DPR at the time of DPR. So he required again LA expert, forest clearance expert, and contract specialist also because he has to form the contract agreement. So first opportunity is with the DPR preparation, in which we can be part of any team. We can enhance, we can progress, we can seek, we can have expertise in any like design, survey, anything. So we can contribute in DPR preparation. Authority is generally a central government, state government, or any PSU. So this is authority. For this, you have to, if you want to be part of the authority, then you have to take the route either UPSC or if it is PSU, then through GATE or if it is advertised in any other medium. Authority engineer again, key professionals are required. That again, it comprises of the specialist, various specialists, road safety expert, quality control experts, highway experts, bridge experts. So we can see that there are opportunities in APC if we want to uh, get involved with any project. If we want to involve ourselves, then we can be form of either authority or authorities engineer. And third one is the contractor. So that choice is also with us. We can join because contractor nowadays, contractor is required complete team. He requires project managers, engineers, experts, design team. So there are ample of opportunities. If we join, it is even if we select, if we plan to work with the contractor, it is comprised of the team of engineers, managers, and all the experts. So these are the opportunities in APC. We can join as a authorities engineer, or part of the contractor team. As I mentioned earlier, that we any project cannot be now possible because of technology. So we require softwares also, whether it is project management, whether it is design, whether it is drawing or anything. So involvement of civil engineer as well as other computer engineer, software engineers in developing various software. Like presently, it is in practice to use AutoCAD, Civil 3D software, MX Road software. It is used for design of the road. IIT PAVE software. It has been developed by IIT Kharagpur. Design of the payment. State Pro, you all must be knowing that design of any structure has to be done. It is being done by State Pro. SAP 2000 is also there. Midas Civil also there. So here roles of other branches comes that they can play important role in development of the software to for the uh, project to proceed with their due diligence to complete in scheduled time. So contractor has to follow the technologies. With the help of technology, project can be completed within time, and that will be a great success for any project. That way, we can not only complete the project, but we contribute for the nation also. If we complete any project within the stipulated time, that is a great achievement which we can do as an engineer, as a student of the college, if we desire to be part of any project, so it should be our endeavor to complete the project within the stipulated time. So role of each and every person is very important. Next, please. Next. Yes. Next, please. So just to give details that how in field, how uh, engineers are deployed, how they can play their role. So now you see, since I was associated in one of the project in Uttarakhand, that was the Char Dham project. It was the prestigious project. So I have given the example of 100 kilometer, almost 100-kilometer stretch, that there was a DPR team. A form was detailed for carry out preparation of DPR. So they have carried out their survey, design, all these things. Then contractor was appointed to carry out the for the implementation of the projects. Now you can see there were 5 contractors involved in these projects. Now you can say that it's hardly 100 kilometer, but construction of road in hilly terrain is very difficult. That too in the Himalayan region, they are very fragile, susceptible for the landslides. So to complete a project in Himalayan range, Himalayan mountain is a challenging task. So for that, it was divided into various projects. There was some specialized contract also for landslide treatments, which you will see in the next slide that we have carried out some landslide treatment also. So giving this slide only indicative that uh, there are the opportunities if you work as a DPR consultant, as a part of team of contractor or part of authorities engineer. So we can contribute. There are the opportunities where we can intend, or if we want to join as a team of these, then there are ample opportunities, and we can think of that. Next, please. Yes, now you see a few photographs of that project. First one is the simple, it is a road, but second, third, fourth, you can see that they are the typical sites where you are seeing that I'm climbing on the towards hilltop. There is a landslide slope protection work is there. So you see there are challenges, and these challenges has to be addressed by the engineers where experts are required. We required experts for these. We required geotechnical experts. We required geological experts. We required design experts. So there are ample opportunity. I have just mentioned a few photographs of road only. If you talk about the tunnels, if you talk about the bridges, so there are if you have expertise, if you wish to want to do something in this field, so there is no shortage of opportunities. You can excel, you can progress there. Next, please. Yes. Uh, Summary of my this talk is if it can help you to take decision that which field you want to excel. So I will feel that now something I have communicated. So if you want to join the field of authority, then definitely you have to choose the path of UPSC, SSC. If you want to part of authorities engineer, then you have to become expert of any field. You can be part of contractors team. Again, expertise is required. So if you excel, if you grow in your field, and you are expertise in that, then I believe my discussion on this subject is somehow addressed. Next, please. This is just a photograph. Uh, since I left engineering college in 1993, and after 30 years, almost 30 years, we visited college. So just that for your remembrance that you will be part of. Again, you can be also the students. You will also be showing this sort of presentation. You be that you have done your bit for the country, and you are remembered for that. So I wish that you also become a great success alumni of the engineering college, and students coming the next generation see you as a very successful alumni of Riva Engineering College. Next, please. So now it's a question and answer session. Now I will have you. Hand over to who is leading.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, so, first of all, I would like to mention that, sir, you are a great speaker, sir. We all are too lucky to have such helpful and versatile alumni. Moving ahead, we will take some questions through our audience. Again, I would like to call Aparna. Please go through the comment section and ask some common doubts and queries.
Sir, can you share some highlights from your time at Riva Engineering College and how it prepared you for your career? What inspired you to pursue a career in civil engineering, particularly in the context of infrastructure development?
Uh, it was just because when we were in engineering college, our aim was just to uh, uh, engineering services exam. We were thinking that this is the maximum opportunity which is available to engineering students. So we were just when we entered engineering college, or rather when we were pre-final or final year. So we were starting for thinking of the engineering services, and that was the only thing which were in our mind that we have to try for this. So for that, we were after this and taking solving the question paper and getting command in our subjects like structure was that time toughest subject for civil engineering, but we were lucky that we have a great professor. Now he is no more, Dr. A.K. Jain. So he was the great inspiration for us. He used to teach us structure in a very in a fashion that it's a very easy. This was his way to teach structure, and we also learned from the many senior professors. Our time, S.M. Agrawal used to be the very senior professor. He was principal also. Uh, One day he took our class just on engineering services preparation. Uh, After coming from interview board from the UPSC, he came in the college and just called all the students, and he taught us how to prepare for the interview. So that was the class which we always remember. It inspired us that he mentioned that one of students of our college also appeared in the exam UPSC, and he was fortunate enough that SM Agrawal sir was his interviewer. So that inspired us that our college professor are going for the interview, and definitely if we work hard, then as I mentioned that in Biaro's motto, Sramed Sarvam Sadhyam. So I will request you all that you follow this motto, Sramed Sarvam Sadhyam. सब कुछ हो सकता है, श्रम से सब कुछ सध सकता है, सब कुछ हो सकता है. तो that was the मोटो. तो अभी मतलब देखा हमने, लेकिन सोचना हमने तभी चालू कर दिया था कि देखते हैं, let's try for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So next question will be asked by Achal. So Achal.
So next question was, sir, can you please share some tips for preparing ESE?
डेफिनेटली यहाँ पे तो अब ज़्यादा बता नहीं पाऊंगा, बट एनीबडी जो चाहेंगे मुझे पर्सनली कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, मेरा नंबर है। यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ यही कह पाऊंगा कि यू शुड हैव कमांड इन योर सब्जेक्ट्स। जो भी सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, जिस भी ब्रांच के हैं, आपको कमांड होनी चाहिए। मतलब यू शुड बी थॉरो। बेसिक्स पे जाना है, आपको प्रिंसिपल पे जाना है। इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज के क्वेश्चन यूं ही नहीं होंगे, आप में की बेसिक आपको क्लियर होनी पड़ेगी। तभी जब आपके प्रिंसिपल क्लियर होंगे, बेसिक क्लियर होंगे, देन कोई भी क्वेश्चन आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। डेफिनेटली जो पैटर्न होता है किसी भी एग्जाम का, आप पिछले कई सालों के पेपर्स को आप फॉलो करें, आपको पैटर्न पता चलेगा। देन मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, यू शुड बी रेडी फॉर एनी अनएक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन। वो आपसे पूछे जाएंगे, उसके लिए आपको तैयार होना है। तो जनरल तो यही है कि यू शुड बी थॉरो इन योर सब्जेक्ट।
So one more question. So how do you maintain a balance between professional responsibilities and personal growth?
It's really very tough. Not only for me, it is for all the forces. It's very difficult to maintain between professional life and personal life and social life also. Uh, but when you work for the nation, when you work for the country, तब शायद आपको लगता है कि चलो ठीक है, मतलब even in this condition, if you are doing something, you feel satisfied, and जब आप satisfied होते हैं, तब आपको कुछ भी करने में कोई हिच नहीं होती है, and there are ways and means you manage to all these things, whether it is a personal life, professional life, or any social life. तो but है, ये challenge है, it's a challenge for the any forces, whether it is defense, air force, navy, or even paramilitary, and even we are there, that challenge is there, but now we have to manage this.
Okay, so moving forward, I would like to call our senior Tanisk sir for announcing the quiz, which is too much useful for all the students of Riva Engineering College. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. One last thing which I want to mention, that student after every session, students are provided with quiz and assignments whether the speakers has given. So I request everyone to fill the quiz, and the one who will score the most of the marks and submit assignments on time will be awarded during Hirak Jayanti, our 75 years Diamond Jubilee celebration, and given opportunities. Yeah, over to you, Priyanshu.
Thank you so much, sir. So,
Vaishnavi has raised hands.
Yes, sir, about the announcement only. So I think that is very clear.
Okay.
So moving forward, I would like to call Shikha for the vote of thank.
I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. R.P. Mishra sir, and alumni of our who is currently serving at various mode of gracing us with his presence today and sharing his valuable insights of opportunity in the border road organization and discussion on engineering, procurement and construction on behalf of Hirak Jayanti Tat series. Thank you, sir, for your invaluable guidance and for being an inspiration to us all. Your career journey showcases to possibilities and achievable through dedication and hard work. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to with us today. And I would also like to extend my thanks to our other guests and joining the session and sharing the guidance. Lastly, a very thank you your wonderful audience. Stay tuned for more event and insightful session. Thank you so much all of you. Thank you.
So, can we have a snapshot of this wonderful session? I would like to request everyone, please on their camera so we can have a snapshot. Thank you so much, sir.
Adil, could you please acknowledge that you took the snapshot?
Yeah, ma'am.
All good. Once again, thank you so much, sir. It was really a great session.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Rajiv.
I think that.